Today is World Suicide Prevention Day. On the 10th of September every year, the aim of World Suicide Prevention Day is to focus our attention on the fact that many suicides are preventable, and that talking about difficult feelings, including suicidal thoughts, doesn't have to be scary. The theme for this year's World Suicide Prevention Day is changing the narrative on suicide and starting the conversation. I think one of the biggest reasons why talking about suicide remains a little bit taboo is because people worry that by talking about it, you're maybe encouraging someone to consider suicide. But that's really not the case. Research shows that just asking somebody about suicide if they're experiencing suicidal thoughts is actually a really big help. It gives people permission to share what's going on with them. It might be that they've been hanging on to a lot of guilt and shame for even having these feelings in the first place. So asking someone directly about suicide might actually take a huge weight off their shoulders. And if they're not feeling suicidal, then it's really easy for them to just say, no, that's not where I'm at right now. And there's no evidence to suggest that talking about it increases someone's risk of suicide if they weren't already thinking about it. So that's why it's so important to start that conversation, and why the theme for this year's World Suicide Prevention Day is starting conversations. Because if we're all too scared to actually start the conversation, then there's never going to be a conversation. So the challenge to you is to be brave and check in with your pals and ask how they're doing, how they're really doing. Because we all just say yeah, I'm all right, you? It's almost like a knee-jerk reaction. So ask twice when you're asking your mates how they're doing. And if someone is having a hard time, don't be afraid to ask about suicide. The more that we talk openly about it, the more we create and foster environments where people feel safe and able to seek help. And if you're struggling yourself, please know that there are people on your side who want to listen to you. If you don't think that you've got anyone around you that you can talk to, there are helplines out there who are literally there to listen to whatever it is that you're facing. And you can find a bunch of those helplines, plus all sorts of other resources for managing your mental health a little bit better by going to hatw.co.uk. You're not alone.